Hey there, TikTakers! Welcome to a new Scary Tuesday. This is a special one since we are in the middle of Saint Valentine's week. However, as you know, love doesn't always end well. And in fact, love can sometimes turn everything into death. In a small town in Mexico lived a beautiful young woman who, since she was little, had been dreaming about having a wonderful wedding. Even before meeting her significant other, she already knew what she wanted that special day to be like. She even loved playing pretend about her perfect wedding. Her dress would be simple but with a big tail, and she wanted to wear flowers on her head, adorning her marvelous bride. The banquet would be in her house backyard, and dozens of fruit trees would be there. As she grew up, she gradually got more and more obsessed about meeting he who would be her husband. And so, for her, every failure in love felt like a blow with a mallet. Until she eventually met the one, and from the first day, she knew. She fell in love, and just 6 months later, they already had a solid relationship. He was very liked in the town, and he came from a wealthy but very hardworking and respected family. They lived a long and happy relationship together, until finally the dreams of this young woman would finally become a reality. One summer afternoon, her boyfriend proposed to her. The next months were filled with preparations. She took out all the notebooks she had been writing on throughout the years with thousands of ideas for her wedding. With care and dedication, she prepared every detail of that long-awaited day. The food, the guests, the decorations, everything was prepared and measured to the tiniest detail. And that includes her dress, of course, which the town's tailor would be making. Everything was going according to plan, and she was feeling like the happiest person in that humble town. However, just when the great ceremony was just a few hours away, a neighbor went to see the young woman to tell her that her boyfriend was cheating on her with her best friend. At that moment, she was trying on her wedding dress for the last time and became mad with jealousy. She went out of her house without taking off her dress and headed directly to where her future husband was supposedly cheating on her. And with her own eyes, she saw it was all true. The love of her life was kissing with her best friend, the very same friend who had helped her prepare the wedding. Filled with rage, she grabbed a stick she found in the lounge and started beating up both of them. It's like she was possessed by a demon and all she wanted was revenge. Bloody and ashamed, her two victims could barely defend themselves, especially when she grabbed a knife and started stabbing them both. First her best friend and then her former fiancé. Her wedding dress was now completely soaked in blood, the very one she had designed with so much care. She believed her life had no value anymore and all she wanted was to cry. Then the townsfolk treated her like a pariah. They would constantly berate her and everyone ostracized her. She knew she would be jailed sooner or later, and that's the last thing she wanted, so she decided to take her own life instead. And her neighbors, far from feeling pity for her, organized a huge party to celebrate the occasion. They really hated her. And for that reason, she could never rest in peace. Her resentment and her thirst for revenge were still present in her soul, and that prevented her from crossing to the afterlife. Or at least that's what the townsfolk believed. After her death, every time a young man and woman became a couple in the town, strange things would happen. The woman would frequently feel that she was being touched or would hear voices, always from a woman saying that she cannot trust her boyfriend. And in most cases, the woman would end up becoming completely crazy and committing horrible acts. The townsfolk believed that this woman cast a love curse in the town. Since she discovered her boyfriend's betrayal, she doesn't let anybody else be happy, resulting in the town being plunged in absolute sadness. Every night you can hear her ghost moving chairs and sewing fabric remnants as if she was still preparing her wedding. The very same wedding that led to her hating love with all her might. So be careful if you fall in love, TikTakers, since she can always appear to traumatize your significant other. And if she is successful, you will be done for. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!